Hello and welcome back to another episode. Now today I'm following up on a previous video where I showed you my my attempt at finishing off a resin cast replica of Mal's pistol from Firefly. At the time I was very happy with it, and I still am happy with it, but there were some things which just didn't quite sit all that well with me. So I've made some additional modifications to the prop itself, but also finally now I've finished off the stand and also given it a nice sort of little finishing touch as well. So I figured I would do this follow-up just to show you really where I ended up with that particular making activity. So here it is, the Moses Brothers self-defense engine Frontier Model B, modelled very much after Malcolm Reynolds' pistol from Firefly. It's pretty much the same as when you last saw it, with a couple of touch-ups on the paintwork, but one noticeable difference, and that is here, these elements here. You may recall I actually used watch crowns originally, but they were just the wrong scale, they were the wrong colour, but now they look just right. Basically I modelled them out of the green stuff, the Games Workshop modelling epoxy, kind of clay type stuff, painted them, shaped them, glued them on, and I just think it looks better. It finishes off the piece just right. So I just wasn't quite happy with how they looked originally. The stand itself I made from that discarded or unwanted Master Sword stand. What I actually did was I took what was this piece here, put it on its side and shaped it to make the base for the butt of the barrel there, and I put lots of red felt all over the top so the gun rests nice and neatly and the paintwork doesn't get scratched. I also put felt on the underside. I felt that would be good. And you'll notice that there is a lovely golden plaque on the front just telling you what the model is. I designed that very carefully based on various reference elements that I found online, and well, I printed it off on some printable gold card and then sort of pinned it to the board. I'm very happy with this, given that it came to me as a very roughly shaped piece of white chocolate-like resin originally. This is a beautiful object now and sits just to the right-hand side of my work desk. So it just makes every day a little bit better. I love it, and given that I'm not really a gun person, this gun is just so special to me, mainly because of the character of Malcolm Reynolds and also, of course, the wonderful show Firefly. So yeah, a little bit of finishing, and here we are. Hopefully you guys like what I decided to do with this particular prop. So there you go. I'm really pleased with how this one turned out. I mean, everything from the finishing of the gun itself, it simply had to have these proper size and colour and detailed little add-ons to the barrel cleaners, but also as well just the stand. I think finishes it off quite nicely. The use of some felt, and also I'm very proud of how the label turned out. I'm hoping at some point to get a metal label made. A friend of mine has been experimenting with a way of doing it, but it hasn't quite worked yet. So for now, some gold card printed with the details which will be on that label if it is made, really does the job quite nicely. So I'm pleased, and hopefully you guys are suitably happy as well with how it's turned out. I also actually, it's worthwhile mentioning just one final note, did some additional painting on the gun as well, just to darken down some of the colours that were in that first video that you might have seen. So so there you go. If you haven't seen the previous video, do check it out and then come back and take a look at this. Anyway guys, as ever, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.